from Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2017 Subaru Impreza Gen 5. Now in my opinion these are some of the nicest cars going around and great value for money considering the features that do come with it. So what we'll do is run through some of the exterior condition as well as some of the features that does come in this stunning model. Now starting off at the front end there, you've got this new modern Subaru look, very aggressive but sharp front end, quite a sleek design as well that is consistent in the WRX range. Now you've got your honeycomb front grille there, which again is pretty standard in most Subarus nowadays. You've also got the chrome finish on the top there with the Subaru badging right in the middle. Does give a really nice split grille effect, very sporty look, and you've also got a really nice finish in this mica blue pearlescent color. Now the headlights do come with headlights, genuine Subaru headlight protectors. Again, it is a little accessory, but it is going to make it a lot easier for you to maintain and also protect the headlights from getting damaged. It's going to be a lot cheaper for you to actually replace these than it would be to actually replace these headlights. Now you've got headlight washers fitted into the front there, and you've also got in the headlight itself, you've got your daytime running lights that do run around the outside there. Very aggressive look, but also provide that added visibility in the daytime for the other drivers. You've got a projector globe fitted in there as well as your indicator lamp just mounted in the middle of the headlight. Now this chrome finish comes around and it does finish off at the bottom here. It does tie in the whole front end, gives it a fullness kind of look, and you've also got the fog lamps fitted in the bottom of the front bar. As we come across the driver's side of the car, you've got that really nice 5-spoke design in these rims. Very split effect. You've got a bit of grooves and vents here as well. Does obviously give a very nice effect when the car is rolling, but very unique design. Now you've got a chrome aluminium finish on the outside and the gunmetal on the inside. The rim presents really well, and you've got plenty of tread remaining on these Potenza Bridgestone tires, and very good tires I must say, RE003s, plenty of tread, semi-slicks. Now as you come across the side, you've got a color match side mirrors with your chrome door handle. Ties in quite nicely with the whole theme of the car with those slight chrome accents, especially along the edging of the windows there, but blends in really nicely with the color of the car with these side mirrors. Now your indicator lamp is mounted into the side mirror. Does elevate the actual lamp but also clear up this quarter panel for the other drivers. To give it a really nice neat design, and you've got very nice curbs along the edging of this car. Very stunning design, I gotta say. Now opening up the actual driver's side door, taking a look inside the car, it does come with leather seats. Now, as I mentioned, this car has a lot of features and designs in this car, so we'll run through it as much as we can. But the leather seats present really well. Very good condition on the bolsters, no stains or damage, and you've also got the Subaru carpet mats that do come in this model, which are fitted in and do clip into the bottom, which is going to stop it from sliding around. I don't know if you've experienced that before, but it can get quite annoying when the carpet mat's loose. Now, on the inside of the door card here, very minimal wear, if any. Paint still presents really well, and on the door card here, where people can get quite lazy, no damage whatsoever. So door card again presents really well and very stunning design there, I gotta say. Closing this up now, one thing I will note is the car does have a slight tint to it, but I do highly recommend you talk to us about the tint packages that we provide here, which is going to give you the darkest legal tint and obviously a lot of added protection for the driver and passengers inside the car. As we come over to that second alloy, rim again presents really well, no damage whatsoever, and plenty of tread remaining on the Potenza RE003s. Fuel filler cap is on the driver's side of the car, very easy to access when you're getting in and out at the fuel pump. Now it does have a release on the inside of the car. As we come across the back end, as you can see, it is a hatch model, so you don't get that stick out boot, but it's a very standard Subaru look on the back end. You got your tail lights that have a similar design to the headlights, and you've got your reverse lamp and indicators all mounted quite neatly. Got a roof spoiler with your high mounted brake light. You've also got rear wiper blades with your washer being just on the inside there. Now you've got Impreza badging and all-wheel drive badging just to let everyone know exactly what you're driving. You've also got a reverse camera mounted just below the Subaru symbol there, and very nice neat back end with a single exhaust just on that side there, and you've also got your reflectors at the bottom. Opening up the tailgate, you've got plenty of boot space in this car. As you can see, it presents quite well, very neat design. It does also come with the cargo liner, which is going to keep everything nice and private in the back end here if you do store a few things there, and plenty of space. Now if I lift this up here, you've got your space saver spare wheel just under there with all your jack and tools, and I got to say again, it's very nice and neat in the back here, so it doesn't look like it's been used and been looked after quite well. You've also got car seat mounting points in the back, and a few little latches and hooks for any bags or groceries that you might be keeping in the back here. Now, this cargo blind does come off, so you can pull it off nice and easy if you want to get rid of that. Closing up the tailgate here, as we come along the passenger side of the car, paintwork is very consistent all through the car, still presents really well, no significant marks or scratches, apart from these little very superficial marks here. Yeah, a few little superficial marks on this side of the car, but nothing to be too worried about. The paintwork still presents really well. Now, coming over to this third rim, generally the side that gets damaged the most. Thought there was a bit of a scuff there, but nothing to be too worried about. A minimal scuffing on the outside here, but the rim still presents really well, and you've got plenty of tread remaining on those tires. As you come across the side, paintwork is consistent. The car does also come with the sunroof, which is good to know. Very nice comfort, luxury feature. Another little superficial scratch there, but nothing to be too worried about. Fourth and final alloy, generally the one that cops the most speeding. Very minor mark here, but the rim itself still presents really well, and you've got plenty of tread on these tires. So you've got 4 great rims, a lot of tread remaining on the Potenza tires. Considering it's an all-wheel drive, it's good to know that all the tires are the same, and you've got great paintwork all the way around the car, and those headlight protectors, which are an accessory to keep the car protected. Now, what we're going to do is actually pop the hood and take a look inside. All right, now taking a look inside the engine bay, what we have here is Subaru's signature 4-cylinder boxer motor. It is a 2-liter motor with a 7-speed automatic gearbox, so really nice and smooth drives, but it is also going to provide that power when you do need it. This car itself has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so lots and lots of safety for the passengers inside the car. This motor itself produces 115 kilowatt with 196 Newton meters of torque, so again, enough power and torque for all the possible needs you could be using this car for. Now, it runs on regular unleaded petrol with a 50-liter capacity for the fuel tank, with a combined fuel consumption of about 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers and an average fuel distance of about 694 kilometers off a full tank. Now, taking a look inside the Impreza, now as I mentioned before, this car is jam-packed with features and comfort factors. So running through the car, and actually this model itself presents really well. You've got updated head unit, a new display, and just the way the car looks on the inside is totally different to the previous models, and I got to tell you, it's definitely an improvement and an update from what was already a good looking car. But starting off on the driver's side door now, you've got your leather stitched armrest here. It does have a very nice soft padding here on the top, as well as this carbon fiber plate that just ties in with the whole sporty look of the Subaru model. Now, coming on the armrest here, just above here, you've got 2 power windows with your driver's side and passenger side being fully automatic. Your rear ones are just your standard power windows. Behind that, you've also got your window lock control, as well as your power mirror adjuster. Now, you can just flick it to the right or left and adjust it, and you've also got your central locking button just below that. Very nice and easy to access. Above that, you've also got a little button that does allow you to tuck in your side mirrors, especially if you're parked on the side of the road or just narrow entrances and exits. It's just a lot of nice features in this car. Now, on the right-hand side of the dash, again, few little options here. Now, being a keyless entry car, does have your engine stop start button, as well as your 2 keyless remotes. Now, the remote itself has your locking, and you can also unlock the boot with this control. A few little buttons here. You've got your headlight illumination brightness for your actual cluster, as well as a few little buttons. Now, this is for your set button when you adjust your tire pressure or whatever it might be. So for warnings, you've got your blind spot monitoring on and off, which again is a very nice feature in this model. You've also got your automatic on and off button, which does allow you to save a little bit of extra fuel, in addition to the greater fuel economy in this car already. You've also got your stability control on and off button, and your steering responsive headlights. Now, what that is the headlights will actually adjust based on your steering angle, so it gives you the best possible dispersion of light when you are driving. Now, coming over to the stalks, on your right hand stalk, you've got your left and right indicator, as well as your headlights, which are an automatic system, so you can just leave it in auto. The car's going to sense when it needs to use it. You've also got your high beam system in there. Now, on the left hand stalk are your wipers and washers, and again, they're automatic wipers and washers, so plenty of comfort features in this model. You can just leave it in auto, and the car's going to decide when it needs to use it. Having a look at the steering wheel, we're very comfortable leather stitched steering wheel, quite a sporty design, and plenty of good places to grip and comfortable places to hold as well. Now, on the right hand side are all your cruise control settings with your adaptive cruise control. So this will just help you adjust the range that your car adapts to the speed of the car in front of you. And on your left hand side are all your media controls. So your source to flick through your AM, FM radio, Bluetooth connectivity, CD or USB auxiliary, as well as your volume and your seek buttons and info. Now you've also got your call in reject for your mobile connectivity, and a little button, few little triggers down here, which are actually for your display in the middle. Now currently it's showing your tire pressure. It also shows your fuel consumption, fuel saved, average travel time. Lots of information for the driver, which Subaru is actually very famous for. They do provide a lot of information for the driver. As we come over to the center console, one thing I will also note is that behind here you've also got paddle shifters, which are your sports shift, but I will touch on that in a minute. Coming over to the center console, very nice display here. On the top here, you've got another display which shows you your average fuel distance, liters per 100, average fuel consumption, as well as your climate just on the top there. Now, that will adjust depending on what kind of buttons you're pressing, and it will show you the correct information when needed. So you can just see, it's a pretty warm day today, so we've just got the AC on. Coming below that, you've got the updated head unit in this model. Very nice responsive system. Now if I press phone, that's for your Bluetooth connectivity. Don't have anything connected at the moment. You've got your radio for your AM and FM and all the channels down the bottom here, as well as your apps for your mobile CarPlay system. So the car does come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, in addition to the inbuilt map system that it has. So if I just touch media, you've also got Bluetooth, USB and CD and auxiliary. And if I go into the map system, it does have inbuilt navigation. Now, as you can see, we are at 20 to 32 Kangan Drive in Berwick. So come check us out if you've got some time. We do have a lot of other cars here as well. But you've got all the hard buttons down here, as well as the touchscreen system. Now below that, you've got dual climate control, so driver and passenger have their own temperatures, fan speed in the middle, and all your mode and AC buttons. Below that, a little bit of storage here with the rubber plating at the bottom. It just stops things from sliding around, gives it good grip. But you've also got two USB inputs for any charging and obviously the mobile connectivity, as well as an auxiliary input at the bottom. And on the right of that, you've got a 12-volt socket for any additional charging that you might be doing. Coming behind that, you've got a very nice gear shifter, which if I pull into reverse, can see the very clear rear view camera that comes in this car. You can see the rear bar just at the bottom there, and also your guiding lines, which will adjust based on your steering. So again, it's all these comfort features that comes in the Subarus. Now if I bring this down to drive and flick it to the right, it puts it into your sports shift system. Now what that will allow you to do is actually flick through the gears manually yourself, and you've got control of the gears and the shifting and pretty much full control of the car. However, you can just leave it in drive. The car's going to decide when it needs to use it. You've got electric park brake in this model, so down to disengage, up to engage, very comfortable, and obviously clears up the whole center console here from those handbrakes. You've got your uphill climb button as well, and your heated seats for your driver and passenger. So you've got a low heat and a high heat. Again, these are all the comfort features that come in this model. It's got two very generous cup holders with an adjuster in the middle. Now, I believe you should be able to take this off if you needed to, just to allow for a bit of added storage. You've also got a little slot here for any additional things that you might want to keep in there. Got a very nice leather stitched center console armrest, and if I raise that up, you've got a lot of storage in here, as well as two USB inputs for charging and your 12-volt socket for any additional charging that you might be doing in the car. Now what I'll do is actually get the camera person to pan around the interior to show you the condition. You can see how well the actual dash presents. Very nice linings. The leathers on the seats, as well as the vinyls on the door, still present really well. And if I just get him to pan up here, got a few of the safety features here. So this is to indicate who's actually not wearing their seat belts. You've also got forward collision mitigation in this model, which will allow you to adjust the distance of the safety feature. Now, if you need more information on that, please ask us when you do come in. You've also got your lane departure warning button here, which you can turn on and off. Now, as I mentioned before, the car does come with a sunroof, so very nice feature. If I pull that back, you've got a fully functional automatic sunroof, which will slide all the way back and all the way forward with that button, and this one here will just allow you to tilt it for allowing that extra airflow through the car. Closing that up, showing the back of the seats. The back seats again present exceptionally well. Carpets are in very, very good nick. There's no wear marks or any specific worn out sections. The seat bolsters are very good. The leather still presents really well. Now, one thing I do highly recommend is you take advantage of the lifestyle pack, because that's going to give you a lifetime warranty on the leather and vinyl inside the car. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to maintain, and also it'll protect it from any damage, cracking and tearing. that could happen to the car. And it does come with a lifetime warranty, and we can tie that in with our glass coat, which is going to give you a lifetime warranty on that beautiful mica blue pearlescent finish on the outside, and definitely great value for money. So please ask us about this. However, what we're going to do now is actually jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2017 Gen 5 Subaru Impreza. I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition on the outside of the car, as well as some of the features, actually all of the features that come in this model. I've got to say, it's jam-packed with features. It is a great car, especially for the value that you're getting it at. You're definitely getting a steal here. Now, if you did have any additional questions in regards to this car, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, which 50% of our customers do, you can do that. The number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. What that will offer is 5 years extended protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car. It does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance. So great value for money, especially if you do plan on keeping this car for a long time. In addition to that, I do highly recommend you take advantage of the glass coat and tint, which we can package with the lifestyle pack that is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this beautiful pearlescent mica blue paintwork, as well as the leather interior and the tint. Now, these are at an additional cost. However, if you are going to use our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. As I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.